Hey YouTube, my name is Cesar.
And my name is Leonela.
And in today's video, we are bringing you guys things that you must know if you would like to travel to Costa Rica in 2023 or 2024. So let's jump right into it. Okay, so we recently just got back from our trip to Costa Rica, and there is a lot of things that we wish we knew and that we had done more research about, and also some of the things that we did that were great and that we'd like to also, share with you guys so you can make your trip more pleasant and, avoid some of the things that you don't want to do while you are in Costa Rica.
And I do want to say that one of the things from Costa Rica that had me by surprise is their population. They have a really small population over there. Like, I was so surprised that I went to Google right away to look at what's the population in Colombia.
When we looked it up in Google, it says that Costa Rica has a 6 million population, which if you compare it to Colombia, it has like 51 million. However, Costa Rica is a very popular destination to travel, so that's why in today's video we're gonna tell you the things that you need to know before traveling to Costa Rica. Okay, so there is no specific order for this list, so you're just gonna jump right into it. The first one on our list is the climate and the weather in Costa Rica. It is very important to know to which part of the country you are visiting during your travel, because the climate and also the weather will depend a lot on it. So let's say, for example, when we went to La Fortuna, it was raining all of the days. It was raining at night, it was raining in the mornings. But when we went to Jacob, which is a different part of the country, it was mostly sunny, and then it only rained during the night, maybe once or twice while we were in Costa Rica. So it's really important for you to decide and look up where you're going to, and also the season that you're going to plan your trip. So with that being said, it's also very important to make sure that you bring all your necessities, such as the appropriate clothes for the weather and also for the season. So let's move on to number 2.
And moving on to our second thing that we have on our list is currency. So currency in Costa Rica is colones. So we do recommend for you guys to look it up on Google, what's the rate of the moment that when you arrive. That way you can compare prices from the airport. We do want to say that we recommend for you guys to wait and do it outside. I did hear another couple that we met over there that we did it at the airport, and then when we heard the side of their story, they went outside of the airport and they went to a bank close by, and they mentioned that the rate was way better than the one they give us to us in the airport. The only downside of doing that is the wait. They have to wait like 3 hours at the bank just for an exchange of dollars to colones. So keep that in mind.
Okay guys, so number 3 in our list will be accommodation and transportation. So again, I've seen a lot of videos because I was doing my research before our trip for Leonela's birthday surprise, and I saw a lot of reviews and comments about rental companies that used to charge like a lot of money to tourists and people traveling, and this is because they were having like some hidden fees. So I did a lot of research and I found out that the best company to go with will be Alamo Car Rentals, and that's the one that we did. We only spent $250 for 5 days, and I think that was a really good deal. So it's also very important to mention that there is a lot of off-roads and slope roads in Costa Rica, so it's best if you could to rent a 4x4 or maybe an SUV. We're gonna put a picture here, the one that we rented, and it was pretty good for us the entire trip.
And now that you mentioned that, I do want to say, like, the car rental price for those 5 days, for us, it was actually a good price. It was going to be less because we were just planning on renting a small car just for 2 people. But the guy at the car rental, he suggested for us to get a SUV because our drive was almost like 4 hours. So we were going to be on the road a lot, and especially with rainy season, he suggested that. And then we compared the prices from the small car to the SUV, and they give us a really good deal.
Also, you have the option to take the public transportation. We don't have too much experience with that because we didn't do it, but we know that they are available and you can go ahead and do so. I know also they provide, for example, the Airbnb that we stayed at, the lady asked if we didn't have transportation from the airport, they can go ahead and provide it to us and we just pay, you know, the fee. But if you want to be more flexible and drive wherever you want, we 100% advise for you to get a car rental. All in all, I will say it's not that bad. Like, I know a lot of people in the internet say that Costa Rica driving it's horrible, they scared to drive over there, but it wasn't too bad in my opinion. Obviously just be careful because you're not driving in a place that you're familiar with, but you will be okay.
And now that we're talking about that, I do want to mention that on our third day, when we were driving to the other side of Costa Rica from La Fortuna to Jaco, we did have to do a detour. And
that also is a good segue to the other point that I wanted to mention, which is instead of using Google Maps or maps in your phone, it's better to use Waze. And that's an application that the locals use because, like Leonela mentioned, it will tell you the back roads and, you know, roads that they might not show up in the Google Maps app. That's the app that the car rental company suggested, and then all the people that live in Costa Rica also uses that compared to, you know, using Google Maps or any other GPS application. And last but not least about transportation is that if you take the main roads, you will have to pay tolls. However, the good thing is that the tolls over there, they also take dollars as currency, as payment.
So another thing that we want to mention is some of the activities that Costa Rica have and some of the tours. First thing is, if you're planning on visiting Manuel Antonio National Park, they are closed on Tuesdays. They are always closed on Tuesdays, but we do want to mention that there's like a public beach that you can go and enjoy the water. Besides Manuel Antonio, there's a lot of zip lining, horse riding, AVT tours. We also went, when we were at the La Fortuna, we went on a hike of the volcano.
Okay guys, so last but not least, we would like to tell you guys about the advantages of going to Costa Rica during the low season. We have never been during high season. This is our first time visiting Costa Rica, but I think, you know, it will be advantageous to go during the low season because of the reasons that we're gonna tell you right now. So the first will be that because it is low season, there will be a lot less people in the tours and also in the attractions and destinations. For example, when we went to Manuel Antonio Beach, it was not crowded, so that was good. We had a lot of fun and we were able to enjoy the beach and just, you know, relax for a long time. Yeah. The only thing was that, you know, because it is a lot of less people, all the vendors will be, you know, asking you if you want to have a massage, do you want to do food service, do you want to buy coconut water, and so on. So we had a lot of, you know, vendors ask us frequently, you know, if we want to buy things from them and so on. But
so just have that in mind. Yeah, technically we have the beach to ourselves and we could enjoy it better compared if it was crowded, but you will have different kind of vendors coming to your seat asking, offering their services, their food, or whatever they are trying to sell.
I think low season, again, it will be the raining season, so you have to plan accordingly. However, I think you can get a good deal because also the tours and the prices will be a little bit lower compared to if you were to go like during December or January or February.
Yeah. And another advantage of going on low season is whenever you go on any activities or tours, they pay more attention to you. So you're not behind, you're not the last one in the crowd. No, because you're technically there and it's just a small group of people.
Yeah, and you can ask all the questions that you want. Like for example, in our tour, the tour guides were, you know, amazing. Right. They answered all of our questions, and they took, you know, their time during tour walks, and you know,
they took great care of us.
Okay guys, so with that being said, we're gonna conclude the video here. So but before we do that, we just want to summarize, you know, the key takeaways from this video. So again, if you are traveling to Costa Rica, we highly suggest it. I think it's a beautiful destination and you won't regret it. Just be mindful again of the currency. You're not gonna be able to use in some places dollars, so make sure that you do the exchange, and then you can look at the different options, whether you want to do it at the airport or at a local bank. And also make sure that you prepare depending on what time of the year you are going to Costa Rica, whether that is during the dry season or the raining season.
Also remember about transportation, take singles, take change. You can pay tolls with with dollars, which that's a great thing, a great benefit.
Okay guys, so we hope that you enjoyed today's video and you found some value if you're traveling to Costa Rica in the near future. I hope that these things will help you in your trip and will help you better prepare and plan your next trip to Costa Rica.
Definitely we will have Costa Rica on our list to visit again.
Take care guys, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button, and we hope to see you in our next video.